appears, doesn't it, that as well as being a winning contender of the Toss Pot of the Year competition, so far Keir Starmer's also been a bit of a naughty boy, and has peed off someone enough that they'd send him a legal letter, and I'm guessing it isn't exactly going to go down too well. So what am I going on about then? Well, according to this, it says that Liz Truss, of all people, has sent a cease and desist letter to Keir Starmer. So what's that all about then? Well, hopefully it'll mean he'll cease and desist and stop being a penis of a Prime Minister, in my opinion. Well, unfortunately not. She actually wants him to, well, demanding him, so shall I say, that he stops claiming that she crashed the economy, especially, of course, when, let's face it, Labour's more than likely, I'm guessing, peed off every OAP within the country. But anyway, lawyers acting on behalf of the former Prime Minister, Liz Truss of course they mean, argue that the statement is false and defamatory. They suggest the claims from Sir Keir contributed to Miss Truss losing her South West Norfolk seat in July's general election. And of course, I don't know about you, but I can actually vote for a backstabber, which is personally what I saw Rishi as for what he did to Boris, in my opinion. So, I'm guessing both of those things may have led to Liz Truss losing her seat. Not at all that I'm trying to stick up for Keir Starmer, because I'm not. If anything, I think he should be booted out of 10 Downing Street as quickly as possible. In fact, so quickly that the shoe is still stuck in his bum. But anyway, the legal letter argues that the financial movements in the weeks after the so-called mini-budget in September 2022 did not amount to an economic crash. The letter reported by The Telegraph says, "We are writing in relation to statements that you have made publicly in respect to our client which have caused and will likely continue to cause serious harm to her reputation." Which, yes, admittedly it would do, wouldn't it? If you have someone, especially a Prime Minister, going about saying, "Oh, she crashed the economy, you can't take her seriously," or words to those effect, or what people may perceive as those effect, then yes, presumably that would do her reputation quite a bit of harm indeed. Although, let's face it, Keir Starmer isn't really doing his reputation any favours at all, is he, eh? Of particular concern, the letter continues, are the false and defamatory public statements that you have made about our client in the lead-up to the UK general election of late May 2024, at a time when you knew, or ought to know, that those statements were false and the statements were likely to materially impact public opinion of our client, while she was standing as a parliamentary candidate for the Conservative Party in South West Norfolk. And they're not done there, of course, because the letter refers to occasions during the election campaign when Keir Starmer, and I'm not saying Sir, sorry Keir, when Keir Starmer claimed that Liz Truss crashed the economy, and it ends with this: "The statements are defamatory and causing continuing damaging to our client's reputation, and accordingly our client requests that you immediately cease and desist from repeating the defamatory statements at any point, from causing them to be repeated or from otherwise republishing the defamatory statements or any part of them. And we sincerely hope that this matter will now be resolved and that you will refrain from causing any further damage to our client." So, Keir Starmer, in my opinion, will take this seriously. So why do I say that then? Well, of course, he often likes to remind us he was the Director of Public Prosecutions, or whatever indeed he was. So I think, especially as he's the Prime Minister, he won't want to get caught in any legal back and forth, especially if it does indeed go to court. So I think that is the last we will hear of him claiming it was Liz Truss, and instead he'll more than likely rephrase that as saying the Tory party crashed the economy. Which, let's face it, kind of does seem, doesn't it, like he's been banging on about for quite some time, especially where this mythical, in my opinion, black hole has come from. I personally think the only black hole there is in between Keir Starmer's ears. But anyway, I shall be back very soon, so click that subscribe button down there so you don't miss the next story.